Yo guys, what is up? It's me, Virtual Venoms, back here with another video for you guys, and today I'm doing the M27 assault rifle review and tips and tricks. I did one for the A.G.R. If you haven't seen that, it will probably be at the end of this video, so just click on the annotation and check it out. It's pretty cool, and yeah, give it a like if you want to. So basically the gameplay in the background is actually on the same map, believe it or not. I seem to be jinxed on this map. I'm starting to like it, but still not one of my favourites, and I can't seem to get off it for my life. But I get an A.G.R, a stealth chopper, and an orbital VSAT, just like my other gameplay with this weapon. I'll start off shit as per usual, and then pick it up and end on like something like 16 to 4 or something stupid, which is pretty good with the M27. Now I'm going to start off with the M27 by saying it's really not one of the best guns. That's really not hard to come to that conclusion. The M27 personally is generally not one of the best guns in the game. However, if you use the gun right, you can really actually deal some effective damage, which you'll see me doing throughout some of this gameplay. Now, as with the A.G.R, what you want to do with this weapon is you want to hang behind just a bit while the action's going on, and really concentrate on your minimap a bit and try and pinpoint which side of the map your enemies are spawning on. If you know which side of the map your enemies are spawning on, you'll find it a lot easier to get in a position where you can take a few of them out at long distance. Good thing about the M27 is, even with just 30 rounds of clip, which is the standard for an assault rifle, you'll be able to pick up 2 to 3 or maybe 4 to 5 even kills at long range. This gun's power does not drop by much even at even at long range. So even if you change ranges and you go like across map and you get a few good shots off, chances are you're going to get a kill, which is obviously something a bit more that can be said for other assault rifles because they lose power per damage and things like that. For the distance, obviously you have to fire. With this weapon you don't really have to worry about that. However, coming to close combat, as you can see in the gameplay in the background, you will lose. So what I'd recommend with this weapon, I'll just go through a bit of what I was using, if I can remember it even correctly. I know with this I was using Scavenger. Now one of the main reasons I was using Scavenger with this is because you only start off with 120 bullets on multiplayer, and for me that's usually not enough, so I usually just go for Scavenger just to top up my ammunition. I do think that I put a flat jacket and lightweight on, however I'm not too sure. Flat jacket obviously to protect me from explosions, and lightweight obviously I want to actually move decently fast with a gun. Now someone said to me, well, why are you using lightweight with an assault rifle? And I said, I hate moving like a snail. I cannot stand it. I'm not one of the guys that wants to use SMGs 24/7, but I don't want to be moving like a snail, because SMG seems to be one of the only things on the game you can move at a decent speed with. Forgetting shotguns mainly, they can actually move at a decent speed. Otherwise you just kind of snail around the map and you get outflanked like a bitch so easily. So that is really important for me. Now on this weapon, I believe I was using full grip, obviously for extra stability, because as this weapon is quite strengthy at long range, it's quite important to have that kind of low recoil, which is one thing that the M27 really does do well on, is the low amount of recoil it produces, which is obviously very beneficial when it comes to long range engagements, which I did say you'll be looking to really engage in while using the M27. You don't really want to try and engage any close quarters, so make it as long range as possible, and the full grip is obviously going to help you with that. The second thing I had is probably FMJ on this. I can't remember too well. FMJ obviously for that extra bit of power, because if not then I get frustrated sometimes if there's not enough power for a weapon. I just simply can't do it. I'm a bit like that, I don't know why, I just am. Obviously as my lethal, I've gone with the C4 as per usual, and my concussion grenade as my secondary. And obviously I think I have perk 1 greed, so that's all 10 points used up. I don't think I had a secondary on this, I think it was just combat knife. But yeah, I don't do too badly in this gameplay, and the thing that helps me out most is obviously this kind of orbital VSAT, which isn't actually mine. I get mine in a second, and that really helps me out because I can pinpoint where the enemies are spawning and really take them off from a distance. Now there's nothing special about the ammo consumption of this weapon or the fire rate or anything like that, but what's really special is the low amount of recoil and the kind of high damage and its damage potential at long range, which is something that a lot of other weapons kind of fail in, and the weapons does go down in range. And we're not talking just SMGs, we're talking other weapons as well. Now I'd just like to point out while on this bit of the gameplay that was this is sexily timed. Bang, 2 kills right there, waiting for them to go around the corridor. And then I ended up in the enemy spawn, which did not go down very well with the M27, as you can imagine. So try not to get yourself in a situation where you're in close quarters indoors, because most of the time you will lose if there's SMGs that are pitched against you. So try to kind of think tactically where you place yourself around the map. External sight, if you want to use an external sight with this weapon, that's absolutely fine. This weapon is quite flexible when it comes to external sights. The iron sights are good quality, but if you want to use the reflex or anything like that, then by all means do so. That's guys, fortunes, my virtual Venoms here. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review of the M27. I'll see you in a bit. If you get shot,